Tuesday afternoon, that means we are in the kitchen because she is clearly the champion when it comes to the recipe challenge.
Yeah. Keep
Did you write this?
Keep reading.
Lisa has another of her famous recipes to share.
Now, thank you, Jimmy. You did very well. Nothing makes coming home from a long day of work or school better than the smell of fresh bread baking. Am I right? Yes, we love the smell of bread. And who has time to make homemade bread from scratch? Well, you do if you use a simple oatmeal wheat quick bread recipe.
You're going to show me how to do this, right?
Okay, I'm going to show you how to make this. And it's so simple. First of all, you need some oats. Now, you need old-fashioned rolled oats, not the instant oats that you get. Okay. Okay, we got the ingredients right there. You got 2 cups of old-fashioned oats.
We have
yeah, go ahead and put it in there. We'll just go ahead and start it. We have 2 cups of whole wheat flour.
Whole wheat flour.
I'm going to pour that in. 4 teaspoons of baking powder. And that is this one right here.
You already measured this out? You are the best.
I did, because you know what? I didn't want you opening the flour.
Thank you, I appreciate
and it going everywhere.
Yeah, we did that
all
before
over
already.
my clothes.
Yeah.
Also, we're going to have a teaspoon of salt, and we're going to put that in there.
Okay, all that goes in.
I'm just going to go ahead and read off these. We're not going to put them in yet. This is the rest of the ingredients. We have 3 tablespoons of honey, vegetable oil, and 2 cups of milk.
Okay.
So what you want to do first is you want to mix all your dry ingredients together in a large bowl.
I can do that.
And make sure you get them in there good, because you want the baking powder and the salt to really get mixed in there, because that's what makes it kind of rise a little bit.
Because otherwise I'll have a fat end and a skinny end of my
exactly, or you'll just have a big rock.
That's usually how mine would turn out.
Okay, so you get all that mixed up, and then in another bowl you're going to want to take your, I guess, wet ingredients, and that's where you're going to you're going to dissolve your honey and your oil together. Now I used vegetable oil here, but if you want to make it even, here, you go ahead and use that.
Thank you.
If you want to make it healthier, you can use extra
virgin olive oil. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And honey's good for you anyway.
Yeah, and honey is good for you. And then you put in your oil. And go ahead and mix that together so you get it nice and dissolved together.
Right.
And you know what? I forgot to get the milk out of the
refrigerator. Okay, so then after we get all this dissolved together, and we put the milk in here, you told me what, 2 cups?
2 cups of milk. And I'm going to pour that in as you stir.
Okay.
Okay. 2 cups, and I have whole milk here, but you can certainly use skim milk. And that's what's great about this recipe is you can kind of modify it a little bit. You really want to put something healthy in there for your kids without them knowing, put some flaxseed in. I'm serious. They will never know the difference. If you want to make it a little sweeter, go ahead, put a little sugar in, maybe a little more honey. If you want to do something with cheese, put a little bit of cheese in there. Ooh. You can't really mess this up a whole lot. Well, most people can't. Okay, so anyway, I did not say anything about you messing it up.
I know, you didn't have to.
So Jimmy, I want you to go ahead and slowly pour that into our dry mixture. So we're going to put our honey, oil, and milk mixture into our oatmeal, whole wheat flour, salt, and baking powder mixture.
How much of a mess do I get to make?
None.
Oh.
Any mess you make, you clean up.
So you're actually telling me how to do this.
Exactly. So we're mixing this together, and it's not going to be the consistency of like a dough ball. It's going to be a little wetter. Right. So, okay. So we're going to mix that together, and while I do that, because we don't have a lot of time, Jimmy, and we want to do the magic of television, I'm going to have you take the already baked
you got one in here?
Out of the oven. It's in there. Make sure
you are the bomb. I don't care what Brian Spyro says about you.
So I'm going to mix this together and then put it in a well-greased loaf pan.
Okay. Which you have on there, so we're going to, oh my goodness, would you look at this?
Yep.
Can I just put it right here?
Just put it right there, yep.
All right. Look at that.
And then we put it in our loaf pan, put it in the oven, 350 for about an hour, or until it gets to a nice golden brown like we have there.
Yeah? This is awesome.
You have...
See if Zach can get a shot of that, okay.
How?
Boom, there it is.
There it is. It is all done. And this is not a sweet bread. It is a, you can put, sweet butter or whatever you want to have on it, but it's not a sweet bread. So if you want to doctor it up, you can.
We just did that.
We just did it. We're done. And don't forget, you can get the shopping list on delmarvalife.com.
Wow.
You can send in a self-addressed stamped envelope, and we will send you the recipe back.
Now, how long do I leave it in the oven?
Now, about an hour.
About an hour, okay.
Yeah. All right, well, up next, it's done. Up next, an early look. You need to take a bite, by the way. An early look at the new CBS series Vegas, which premieres tonight. But first, here's a look at what's coming up on the news on Fox 5, on Fox 21, and later on WBC.
I'm the one with a mouthful of food, and you can't even say it.
At 6. I know, you're making me laugh.